procedure, and I am damn sure you'll be not watching any other video after watching this concept, and you'll be having a complete clarity about stored procedure and when to use it and why to use it. And you'll be watching so many videos, but you will not be understanding what is stored procedure. So that you got this video and you're at the right place, and I'll be explaining what is stored procedure. And this is a notes, and I'll explain all this after the explaining the syntax. And this is a syntax for stored procedure. And this is a syntax for store procedure. What is a syntax for store procedure? It is create procedure, procedure name, begin and end. Inside this you have to write the SQL statement. The same way we'll be telling no create table, table name the same way that. And this is known as procedure. I'll tell why actually we have to use with procedure. Okay. The reason why we have to use store procedure is only one thing. For the thing, like I'll select this. I have an employee table already. I'll be targeting this employee table. So this is our employee table. See, I'll tell select star from EMP. So I want to fetch the details of an employee table once. Okay, I got an all the answer. Imagine after 2 minutes, I saw the data requirement. I want Alan's information. I took it. I came back. I closed it. Again after 2 hours, I feel like I want to see the table again. What will you do? You just tell select star from EMP again. Okay, now I'll execute it. Again the same column. Now imagine after 1 hour or 2 hours, I want to see the employee table again. What is a thing we have to go with? Select from EMP. Okay, you get the same answer. Okay, now like I saw the data requirement, it was Martin's. Now I want to see the King's information. I don't know what is King's. Again, you have to tell what select star from EMP. Okay. Uh, Now again you saw the data requirement. Okay. Now again you want to see the employee table again. I think you don't get this thing. Okay. Select star from EMP again. Okay. Now again I want to see the employee table again. What you have to do? I'll tell something called select star from EMP again. Okay, so telling the same thing for multiple time, is it easy or tough? It's very tough. You just understand. So my requirement is to see the employee table. Every time you have to tell select star from. If you are working for 1 year, you have to keep on telling select star from, select star from. Is it easy or tough? It's very tough. To make it easy, we have a new concept called store procedure. What is a store procedure? It stores the query, and whenever you want, we can call it. Now, how to create a procedure, I'll be telling you. See, calling every time manually, it is very tough. So that we have a procedure how to create. As soon as you go for the particular database, can you see there is something called table? Along with table there is something called store procedure. If you want to create, you can create it two ways: with the help of syntax, with the help of graphical user interface. If you click on create procedure, you can directly tell create procedure. See, you can tell procedure can be any name, but I'll tell create procedure, procedure name can be anything. I'll make it as employee list, list of data. Employee list of data is my procedure. For this procedure, we have to tell begin and end. Why begin and end? Inside this, whatever I keep, it is all belongs to this employee list data. Why employee list data is not a table, it is a procedure. For this, I'll tell select star from EMP. What is the meaning of select star from EMP? If I tell select star from EMP, it is to fetch the table. This query, whatever I have now, that I'll keep it to the employee list as a procedure. Now you can directly tell apply and finish. Okay. Now SQL procedure is created. Now if you wanted to call, if you wanted to call like if you wanted to call the employee table again, please don't call select star from EMP. It's very tough. So that we have internally what that code is, we are writing this code for multiple time. Now the same code is getting duplicated. To avoid this scenario, we have created a store procedure, and already we have created a store procedure, and that store procedure name is, I'll directly tell call employee list of data is a procedure. If I run this, am I getting the same output? And this is known as store procedure. Okay, now I'll tell you an other example. Okay, now imagine I want to fetch the employee details whose salary is greater than 2500. Keep on telling select star from EMP where salary is greater than 2500. Now I'll be executing this. So execute it for one time, you got the output. Imagine I'll execute it for multiple time. I won't execute it for multiple time. After half an hour, I'll get the same thing. I'll tell what select star from EMP where salary is greater than 2500. See, every time I have to tell the same thing. Is it easy or tough? It's very tough. To make it easier, we have a concept called what? Store procedure. If you have a code, don't create it right there. Directly, you can create as a procedure. You can tell create procedure. Create. We have a direct thing. We have create procedure. One second. Now we can directly go to the procedures here. You can directly tell store procedure, tell left click create procedure. This is our syntax. What is that? Create procedure, procedure name. Procedure name can be anything. I'll make it as sal greater than 2500 list. Now I'll be telling what sal greater than 2500 list. Now I'll be telling select star from EMP where salary greater than 2500. Okay. Now this is our procedure. For this, what is the syntax we have written? Select star from EMP where salary is greater than. You can directly tell apply, apply and finish. One procedure is created this time. I want to get a 2500. Don't write it select star from EMP where 2500. Very tough. You can directly tell it to select and salary list. Now I'll get a salary list. Now, next time I want it for 3000. You can directly tell create procedure and you can directly tell what create you can directly tell what employee list sal great or I'll make it as sal greater than 3000 list. Okay. Now inside begin and end you have to tell what select star from EMP where salary greater than 3000. Okay. Sir, as my requirement, I'll get the output, but there is a major problem here. Watch it out, guys. There's a major problem here. And the major problem is what? Today I'll be fetching for 3000. Day after tomorrow I'll fetch for 3005 rupees. Day after tomorrow I'll be fetching for 3008 rupees. Day after tomorrow I'll fetch for 5000. Next I'll be fetching for 4001 rupee. See, for every single rupees I want to filter. For every single rupees can I create a procedure? Now imagine for 10,000 you can't create sal greater than 3000, sal greater than 3001 rupees. Is it easy or tough? Tough. And that is why they have created a dynamic procedure. What is dynamic procedure? If I pass 1000, it will work for 1000. If I pass 2000, it works for 2000. If I pass 3000, it works for 3000. Imagine they have taken the concepts. Okay. Now, instead of making it 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 3 rupee, 1000 rupee, like this, I can make it as dynamic. What is the meaning of dynamic? I'll give a variable. For this variable, I'll assign a value. See, imagine if I pass n. For n, if I pass 1000, n value will become 1000. For n, if I pass 2000, the n value will become 2000. For n, if I pass 3000, it will become 3000. For n, if I pass 4000, it becomes 4000. Now, how to take a variable? See, for this n, can you see the bracket? This is used to take the parameter, which number. Now, if you want to take the parameter, whether it is inside or outside, we have to tell in. In means what? We are taking the value in. Now, tell me which kind of value we are taking for a variable. It is n. Now, tell me define the n data type. What is the data type of n? The n data type is int. Why? Because we are taking which kind of procedure? Int kind of procedure. The same way as Java and Python, we actually have. I don't want to confuse you. In means what? We are taking the variable. What variable? N variable. What is the data type of n variable? It is int. And this is a sal greater than, but I'll make it a sal greater than list. I'll tell apply, and I'll tell apply and finish. Now let me go back here. Now if I go back here, I want to call the procedure. I'll tell sal greater than list. Inside this bracket, we have to pass. If I pass 1000, if I pass 100, it will work for 100. If I pass 4000, it works for 4000. See how interesting it is. By using this variable, we can just check it out. Watch this video. But if you're not understanding, watch the same video for multiple time. I'm damn sure you'll be understanding stored procedure in the easiest way. Okay. Now, I want to create a procedure. I already create a procedure for numerical. Imagine I'll tell select star from EMP where e name is equals to Smith. I want to get the Smith's details. Smiths. Now if I run this Smith's details, you got the Smith's details. Imagine every time I'll be running for a Smith. See, imagine one time, two time you can run for Smith. Every time running on for a Smith, is it easy or tough? It's very tough. So to make it easier, we have a procedure. How to create a procedure? Left click on a procedure, tell create procedure. You can create in two ways by using a syntax or this. That is your option. Now I'll be telling something called employee list of name. Okay. Now I'll get the list of name. Now in the begin and end, what you have to understand here. Now I'll be telling select star from emp where ename is equals to Smith. Now imagine there is a problem here. What is a problem? See, today I want it for Smith. Tomorrow I want it for Alan. Day after tomorrow I want it for King. Day after tomorrow I want it for Rajesh. Now tell me every time, every time telling Smith, Allen, this is easy or tough? Tough. Can I tell employee Smith, employ this? So instead of going with hard coded, we can directly go with dynamic values. How to dynamic values? You can take the reference as anything, but I'll make the reference as yes. That is up to you. You can make it as any reference. I'll make it as yes. This time, I am I taking a value or am I sending a value? I am I taking a value. So it should be what? It should be in. In means what? We are trying to take the parameter for a store procedure. Which kind of type it is? It should be any type. I'll make it as what? Yes. Now this time, which kind of data type is yes? Is it a int, varchar, or a date? I'll make it as varchar. You have to mention the size for varchar. I'll make it as 50. Okay. The same way. If I don't mention the size, I don't know how to take. In the same way as data types. Okay. What is this? Employee list name. Okay. If I tell apply, and finish. Okay. Now, if I go execute, I'll tell something called call is a procedure. How to call it? Employee list. See, listen. If I pass Alan, I'll get Alan's details. If I pass King, I'll get King's details. And this is what is a procedure. This is what is a procedure. And I'll be telling you at the end card of the video. And please do like and subscribe this video if you have already watched it and understood. Okay, now subscribe the video. We'll be getting you'll be getting all the videos related to SQL and full stack development. Thank you.